Hi guys. Before we start the install, there was some things that I left out. One thing that you're going to want to download um, is a program because you're going to be unzipping files. So the thing that I or the program that I use quite a bit is WinRAR. To get that, just go to Google or a search engine and type in WinRAR and hit return or enter, sorry, and go down here. It's usually the second link here, WinRAR. Click, just double or not double click, but just click on it. Then what you want to do is go here to your left, look for downloads, click on that, and then you're going to want to click on the WinRAR times 64 or 64-bit 5.61. That's the version. It's the most current version of the zip program that I use and what you're going to need to unzip files. Uh, just go ahead and click on it. It's going to come up with a screen down here at the bottom, and just click on Run. It's going to install the WinZip program, and it makes it much easier than WinZip. So that's why I use the WinRAR. So hopefully we'll jump here into the install video, but I did want to make sure that I added that in there so you guys could get that and install it. All right, thanks guys. Hi guys, welcome to the IracingIflag digital pit box instruction install. Hopefully I can make this as easy as possible for you guys. First, thanks very much for your support. As you know, the money that we get from building these things and with our iFlags, we do end up putting a lot back into the iRacing community by sponsoring drivers, events such as league races. We also sponsor leagues. Um, so again, we appreciate it, and hopefully we can continue to make these things in smart iRacing. It is a great simulator, and again, we really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and jump into it here. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to our iRacing iFlag website, um, which is here. It's iracingiflag.com. Once you get there, you're going to have our welcome screen here, and you're going to want to click on support. It'll take you to our support page. You can either click on the iFlag support or the digital pit box support. So since we're installing the digital pit box, go ahead and click on here. I'll explain kind of this stuff here. Um, you can download this here if you want to, but really a lot of this is going to be right here. So we'll go ahead and drop down here to the frequently asked questions here, and it's going to list all the software that you're going to need to get your digital pit box running in iRacing. So we'll drop down here to number 3. What software will I need to run that you will need to run your pit box? The first one here is the Microsoft Net Framework 4. A lot of people, if you keep your computer updated and all that stuff, or Windows, this should already be on your system. But I always, when I help other people, I always want to make sure that this is actually on their or on their computer. So just to check, go ahead and click on the Microsoft here, and it's going to take you to the website that you need. Go ahead and click on download. A screen's going to pop up here like so. And what you're going to want to do is just click on run. Let it run, and it'll go through the install procedure. If it's already on your computer, you're going to get a screen that pops up and says something like there's no need to install it because it's already on your computer. So if you get that, that's great. If not, go ahead and just install it. So once you're done with that, go ahead and click out of here and close the screen. Hopefully you still on our IracingIflag site. The second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download the drivers for the pit board. So you can come down here, click on the Arduino link here, and it's going to take you to this website. You can donate if you want, that's totally up to you, but it is free. This is, if you want to be nice and contribute to some money, that's great. But for now, just go ahead and click on just download. And it's going to bring you to this site, or this page here. You're going to want to drop down to download the Arduino IDE. This is the most current version here is 1.87. So what you're going to want to do is come up here to the top where it says Windows Installer for Windows XP and up. Just click on that. Again, you're going to get back to this screen here. Just click on just download again. And what you're going to do is just go ahead and click run. Once that installs, you're going to end up with an icon on your computer that looks like this. I'll drag it over here so you can see it. You're going to have that. There's no need to open this right now. Sometimes it is helpful later on in the install process. I can kind of show you, but for now, just go ahead and keep that icon up there on your desktop. It's not going to hurt anything. So what you want to do next, again, I closed out of our website here, so we're going to have to go back to it. Support Digital Pit Box. So we've downloaded that. You're going to have to download the program, this iApp Starter. It's a great little program, and I'll kind of fill you in on why once we start actually installing the pit box. But go ahead, download this. Just go ahead and click here. It's going to take you to this website here. Just go up here to download, click on that, and download this iApp Starter binaries zip. I've already got it on my computer, so once that, what you want to do again with this program, click on it, and you're going to get this screen here. What I do is go over here to save, then click on this up arrow, click Save As, go to this PC, then down to Desktop, and hit Save. And it's going to save it to your desktop. Once you've done that, it's going to give you a icon that looks like this. I'll drag it over. And so what you're going to want to do is just double click on it and click on extract, and hopefully yours will be similar, but it'll say users, then your name, whatever your computer name is, then desktop. And that's where you want to extract it. So then just click on OK, and that will extract, and you will get a folder that looks like this. Just real quick, we won't have to worry about it, but I'll show you what's in the folder. Just double click on it, under IAP Starter, you'll have a bunch of these uh, files here. The only one you're going to have to worry about is this IAP Starter program. And I'll show you how to run that here in just a minute once we get the pit box going. Right now we're just trying to get all the software on your computer that you're going to need. So we'll get back to that. So hopefully your screen kind of looks like this right now. And the last software that you're going to need is the iRacing Pit Board software. So you just go here, click on software. Again, you're going to get this screen again. It says, oops, there's a problem with the preview. It's because I don't have a preview image. Just go ahead and click on download. And it's going to come up like this. Again, come over here to this up arrow, click on save as. Again, click on this PC, then desktop, and click save. And it's going to save it onto your desktop and give you an icon now that looks like this. And it's going to say iRacing Pit Board version 4.3. And again, we're going to want to unzip this. So we just double click on it again. This screen's going to come up again, and you can click that out. Click on extract, make sure again that it's on your desktop, and hit OK. So once that extracts, you're going to have a folder that looks like this. Alright, so you can just go ahead and double click on it. It's not a big deal here. We won't be really using these. It's just the files that IAP Starter needs to run the pit box. So you can close out of here for right now. So now we're to the point that we should have all the software that we need on your computer to run your pit box. What you can do now is go ahead and plug in your digital pit box to a USB port. Once the power comes on, what you should see are blank boxes. And hopefully once you plug it in too, you'll hear your computer kind of ding or whatever, so it sees the pit box. But once your pit box powers up, it should populate empty boxes. That's what we want to see. And once it does do that, that's great. It means that the programming that we did on our end is working. So what we're going to have to do now, and this is a very important step, so you may want to write this part down, but we're going to have to find what COM port that the COM port that your digital pit box is running on your computer. So to do this is the easiest way. Is just go down here to your search icon, and what you're going to want to do is search for Device Manager. So just type in DEVICE Manager. And you're going to see this, and you're going to click on it. So this is going to come up, and don't let it get you nervous here, because it's real easy to do. But you're going to go down this list, and I'm probably not going to have anything plugged into my communication ports. So let me get that changed here, and I'll get something, or I'll plug in one of the pit boxes here so you can see what it looks like here in the list. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back here. I went ahead and plugged one in here. So anyway, let's go down this list, and what you're looking for is ports. And here it is right here. Ports, COM, and LTP is what you're going to want to do. or look for. So once you find it, go ahead and click it so it's highlighted, or you can just click on the little arrow here to drop it down. Sometimes your computer is going to have more than one in here, because right now my iFlag, digital pit box, is plugged in here to COM1. But as I said, your computer's probably going to have multiple ones, because you're probably going to have your steering wheel and pedals and all that good stuff plugged in, and they also go to two ports. So just because it's COM1 on my computer doesn't mean that it's going to be COM1 on your computer. So what you're going to want to do is with your pit box installed or plugged in, what you're going to want to do is have the list up here and unplug it, or pull the USB port out of the back of your pit box. Once you do that, one of them COM ports is gonna drop away that you have listed. So just kind of make a note of what COM ports you have up right now. And once you pull the USB cord out of your pit box, one of them's gonna vanish. Okay. So I'll pull this out and you'll see the COM1 disappear. It's gonna refresh, and again, what you're looking for is that the COM port. So since I unplugged mine, it took the COM port deal away. So I'll have to plug it in so I can get it to come back up to show you what you guys are looking for. Okay, so you see how the ports came back. But anyway, yours should stay up here. So once you unplug it, you just want to look and see which one has disappeared. And that'll tell you what COM port you're running on. Again, if you missed it, you didn't take note of it, go ahead, make sure you're under ports, plug your digital pit box back in, and once it comes up, then it's going to list COM 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever is on your computer right now. Then take note again, as I said, and then pull the USB out of your digital pit box. So once you find out what COM port has disappeared, then you're going to know what COM port your digital pit box is running on. As I said, in my case, it's going to be COM1. So that's important to know. So you're going to have to write that down, because we're going to have to know that once we fire up the iApp starter program, and we're going to have to tell it where to look. Okay, so you've got your COM port written down. So it's either COM 1, 2, 3, or whatever. So write that down. You know what it is or what it's running on now. So you can go ahead and close this. Once you close that, what you're going to want to do now is go into your iApp starter folder, double click on it. You're going to go see this, double click on that, and then you're going to double click on your iApp starter, the checkered flag thing here. That looks like a checkered flag. And you're going to see a screen. Let me get rid of this stuff here, because all this stuff's going to be, I'll leave it, but all this stuff here is going to be blank. You're not going to see anything in here. So what you're going to want to do is click on Browse, and this screen will pop up, and what we're looking for is the file that we downloaded, that iRacing Pit, the pit board version 4.3. So again, you guys saved it on your desktop, I hope, so you're going to want to click on desktop. So we're going to go through here and look for the iRacing Pit Board version 4.3, and here it is. Double click on it and it's going to open up and you're going to see this. And go down the list here, and what you're looking for is this program right here, the iRacing Pit Board version 4.3, and then you're going to hit open. And now this will populate. So that's telling iAppStarter where to look for your pit board software so it can run. In the arguments, what you're going to want to do, again, here's where the COM port thing comes in play. What you're going to want to do is type in what you see here. Again, mine is COM1. Again, yours could be COM2, 3, or whatever, but it's you're going to have to make sure that you put in here what COM port your pit box is running on. So in my case, from before it was COM1, and then you're going to want a space, then minus G, because that's going to tell that you the pit box, that your fuel, you want to see it in gallons, then space, then SHW. What that's going to do is show the weather on your pit box. It's going to give you the track conditions, the temperature of where the race is at, and all that good stuff, wind speed and things like that. Some of you dirt guys may not have to worry about this one, but the asphalt guys, it's kind of important. This minus SLT as in Tom is going to tell you how many laps are that you have on your tires. A lot of guys kind of like that information. So again, you're going to want to type that in right here. So all this here, you're just going to want to type in and put it right there. So it should look like this again, COM1 space minus G space minus SHW space minus SLT. Go ahead and make sure that you click on auto close, and then I just have this checked for enabled. Okay, and I don't need to save the changes there for my notepad, just so you guys could see it. So once you get all this typed in here, you're set. So go ahead and fire up your iRacing, however you do that. And once you get in there, let me back up. Before you fire up your iRacing, what I usually do, some guys click this test starting apps, or they click start and then open up your iRacing like you're going into race. And it'll also tell you right here too, waiting for iRacing to start. So once you click that or click start here, go ahead and fire up iRacing. Everything should work. Once you get in there, what I tell people to do is just go into like a practice race, a practice session, just to make sure that it's working. In practice session, some of those boxes aren't going to populate, but it's going to tell you the lap conditions or the weather when it boots up, It'll tell you the weather stuff and all that good stuff. Once you pull out onto the track, it's going to start populating some numbers, do a few laps, then come down pit road. Once you come down pit row, the boxes then should change, and you should be able to see your tire temperatures, things like that, and that you're pitting under green or whatever. So it's just a different screen when you're out there on the track. So then once you're done pitting, go ahead, pull back out onto the track, and the screen again should then switch back to the track screen. So that's really about it. Hopefully I kind of made this easy for you guys. If you still have questions, feel free to get with us. The easiest way to get in touch with us here is on Facebook, and you can go you can go to the IracingIflag on Facebook. You can just type it in there and send us a message. And it's usually I get them. So I try to get back to you guys as soon as I can, as soon as you guys send me a message. And if you have issues, I'm more than happy to help you do it. I know it can be frustrating, so that's why I try to get back to everybody as quickly as possible. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy the pit box. Please go ahead and invite your friends to our iFlag, our Facebook page. And if you could, while you're here on our Facebook page, go ahead and give us a quick review. Let us know how we did. Hopefully it's great, because that's what we strive for. At the end here, we'll show you another product it's our iRacingIflag. If you're interested in one of them, you can also pick it up on our website, and there's usually a discount code if you're a return customer. So if you are, again, shoot me a message on Facebook. Tell me, hey man, I got your guys' digital pit box, and I'm looking at getting an iFlag now. So in that case, we'll shoot you a discount code and save you some money on an iFlag, and hopefully you'll get one of them. So again, thank you very much for your business and your support, and we hope to see you out on the racetrack. So take care, and again, hopefully you'll give us a good review. And any questions, shoot us the message. Thanks, guys and gals. We'll see you on the track. Hi, guys. I just wanted to come back here, and I forgot to tell you guys here at the end of the video, but what you can go ahead and do now, instead of having all them icons that were left here on your computer, what you can go ahead and do now is just go ahead and delete the Arduino and the two icons that look like this. The Arduino program you guys won't use. I kind of use it for if I need to go in and troubleshoot somebody's iFlag or their pit box, but since it's up and going now and you know that it's working, you're not going to need that anymore. I mean, you're going to still want to leave it installed on your computer because of the drivers. Your computer needs the drivers for the board, but like I said, you can go ahead and just delete this. That's just a shortcut to the program, but you can go ahead and delete these and get rid of them so it doesn't clutter up your desktop here. So once them are gone, you're going to be left with these two files. These here you are going to want to leave on your desktop. To make things a little bit easier here for you, what I would do is go to your iApp Starter folder here, double click on it. You're going to get this screen here, like you're going to launch the iApp Starter, and highlight this, your iApp Starter exe file. It's not going to say exe, but as long as you're clicking on the one here that looks like a checkered flag, you're going to be fine. Right click on this thing, and it's going to open up a menu here. Go down the menu until you see create a shortcut, which is right here, and just go ahead and click on it, and it's going to create a shortcut for you. Then what you can do is highlight it, left click your mouse and hold it, and then drag it over here to your desktop, and it's going to put it right there for you. Okay, and so instead of going into the folder every time you want to launch the thing, you won't have to do that. All you'll have to do is double click on iApp Starter. Other thing I was going to tell you guys too that's kind of cool about this iApp Starter, some of you guys run other programs too with iRacing. I know some of the guys like me, like I run Trading Paints, probably all of you guys do as well. And for the guys that also run our iFlag, you have a little program too that you have to run. So it can kind of be kind of a pain, once uh, have to start clicking on all these things before you can run iRacing. So iApp Starter makes it a little bit easier. So it's just one button that you have to click to launch 3, 4, or 5 different programs if you guys have them. So to do this, just go ahead, come up here to add new row, and it's going to drop down and give you another blank area here. For what I'll go ahead and do now is I'll drag my icon, or Trading Paints icon, over here so you guys can see it. What I do is I'll right click on the icon and then come down here at the very bottom where it says properties, and then this screen here will come up. For some reason you can't copy and paste this into here. I don't know why, but you have to kind of do it the long way here. So what you can do, what this is helpful, it's going to tell you where the Trading Paints exe file is. So my computer anyway, you're going to just follow this thing or what it says here. So just click on Browse, and you're going to come up with a screen here. It says it's on my C drive, and then it's going to be in my program files times 86. So here's your programs files times 86. Double click on it, and then what you're looking for is this here, LLC. Next, so you're going to go down and look for that here in your amongst these folders here, and here it is right here. You double click on it, or you highlight it, then double click on it, and then obviously there's only one folder in here called Trading Paints. Double click on that, and what you're looking for is just the icon and the thing here that says Trading Paints. Once it's highlighted, you just left click on it to highlight it, and then hit open, and it's going to populate that here. You don't have to worry about any of these arguments in here or anything like that. Just make sure that auto close and enabled is checked. And then if you have iFlag running, It's going to be the same process to do that. Again, you just hit new row or any other program that you want to install or you want to launch or when you any program that you want to launch, I guess, before you start iRacing, that's how you populate it in here and pick where it's at. So anyway, once you get them things installed, whatever programs you want, again, just hit this test sessions apps, and what it should do down here at the bottom of my screen, um, down here at the bottom, is once I hit start, you're going to see the Pitboard software icon populate, and then you should see the trading paint icon come up down here on or on your taskbar. And then if you whatever programs you guys run like iFlag, you'll see the iFlag icon appear as well. So I'll go ahead and click that, and then boom, you see how it populated here. That tells me that both them programs are now running, and now all you have to do is sign on to iRacing, and all of it should be running for you. If not, again, like I said, shoot me a message at Facebook. All right, thanks, guys.